Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's a new intro and a new angle. I thought I would share with you the contents of the October surprise Happy Mail. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to film because I was so engrossed in what I was doing until I had already made the folder, but it's not all that complicated. I basically measured the envelope that I had made in order to put it in, and then I used a piece of 12 by 12 paper and creased it to make the card, cut off the bottom, used that bottom bit to make two pockets, and where the excess bit on the side was, I just cut out two squares so it left that flap that folds over. With the bits that I cut out to make the pockets, I did it like a finger, or like a semicircle kind of punch out of it, and then a circle to make a little window. And then what did I do then? I embossed. I put the vellum paper in an embossing folder so it got all stripy. So we join me here as I am making a vellum pocket to go into one of the pockets, I guess you would call it. I suppose this is a vellum envelope, and a vellum envelope to put in one of the pockets. I decorated the front of the folder just with some paper, and it just vanishes as I say that. So you can see here the inside pockets that I've just glued on, and I'm popping in here some paper and some washi, like release washi tape, and some pet tape. And you may notice that I'm trying to find all things pink and purple, and that's because the person, Moon Dream Studio, nominated when they filled out the form that they liked pinks and purples. And they didn't nominate a theme like vintage or botanical or anything. They nominated pastel. So I ran with that pink and purple pastel theme, and this is the result. And then I went through my stash with all my girl stickers and my washi stickers, because the other thing they said that they like to use in their journals are stickers and pet tapes. Here you can see all the pinky purpley things that I managed to put together and decorate within this mail. It was actually really fun to do, and I knew it would be fun because when you're given a brief, it gives you direction with your creativity. So I had lots of fun decorating the front there. I think I was just saying I put some paper, and I used a ding ding sticker of not a girl. I actually had I think it's a ding ding boy that I had, and a little bit of like some sentiment, like a sentiment caption type thing on there. And yeah, it was just trying to make something cohesive with what I had in pinks and purples and pastels that I thought Moon Dreamer Studio would enjoy. So I'm just decorating now that vellum envelope and faffing around trying to decide which of these things I want to put on. So I've gone with this. So I like the vellum. It gives you a little sort of sneak peek of what's inside without revealing all the contents all at once. I decided, because I didn't have a flap on the top, that I would make a little cardboard flap to staple on, and I stamped on that with my Mi'kmaq stamp Petite Ephemera, which pretty much describes what's inside. And just stapling it here. I've got one of those, I think they're a Bambi stapler. They take the same staples as that Tim Holtz tiny attacher. Same staples. And I think it cost me a few dollars instead of many dollars. Now I decided that the whole thing really needs to be covered with some extra stamping. So I'm using this lovely stamp here from, I think, I showed who it was by on the side, from Cheery Letters, with a collab with, I think, Elsie with Love. And then this one from Meow Illustration of just some floral elements. And now I'm coming back to the front cover with these Kuru Kinky Blind X stamps. And they are so good. They are some of my favorite stamps. They're really so versatile, and they just add a little touch. And that was the bonus one that came if you bought both sets A and B, which is just a box of numbers. And I'm also adding this one with the quotation marks. So you can see I also added some washi dots there and some other stickers and things on the front. Now I'm just cutting off the excess of that flap that comes across, just so it doesn't cover my decoration. And I'm rounding the corners. It's such a little handy corner rounder. I just got it from Daiso. Sometimes it gets in those little tight spots better than the big ones. I was going to put that brad on, but then I decided it made it too chunky. And yeah, so now that holds that little folder nicely in place. And I think it just needs a little bit of decoration there so it stands out, doesn't blend in too much. So I'm just deciding which one to use there. And I've got these teeny tiny little Velcro dots. And yeah, so I've just stuck the two together there, making sure that the white one is on the inside of the flap and the clear one goes on the front of the folder, just so it doesn't interfere with my beautiful design. There you go. So you can see it just sticks nicely. And I don't end up using that sticker, actually. I end up using a couple of the other washi dots. And here's the envelope that I made as well. I'm just checking that it's all fitting in nicely, and yes, it does. Slides in nicely, nice and flat. You can still get quite a lot of things, and having the Velcro dot sort of closure keeps everything in place nicely. And then I thought, oh, I should really put my coffee tea paper stamp on the back so that she realizes who it's from. And then of course no envelope is complete without a little bit of extra decoration. So I'm just using some of the leftover bits and pieces that I got out here with this Lloyd Design flower that I've just fussy cut from the washi tape. If you want to be in the running to receive a surprise happy mail from me, I have a link in my YouTube bio about this channel spot to a form that you can fill in, and I also have a link to the form on my Instagram at coffee_tea_paper. Go check it out. And a little bit more stamping, and this stamp says happy mail approved on it. And then I'm just putting my return address stamp on the back. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. So this is the note paper. I'm going to write a little note on to Moondreamer Studio. So I will pop that in off camera. So yeah, I'll just show you the final result here of this little folder with the Velcro closure, all the bits and pieces inside, and matching envelope, all in pinks and purples and pastels. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.